for a win. It's the Thunderbirds coming in at 1-5, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 3-2.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get... And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In motion right is Bryant. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. First and 10, it's Peterman. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Taco Charlton in there to sack him for a loss of 6. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Peterman on second down. Rolling to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third and long, it's Peterman. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this offense ready to head back out there and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Peterman on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hudson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They'll run with Davis. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! 3-19!
They go again with Davis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now Peterman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! No, Jack, Patriot!
From the gun, it's Peterman. They find some open field here.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd down and 4. On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Avery Williamson in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On 2nd down, here's Peterman. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Out of the gun, Peterman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Prescott. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action now. Peterman, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go now. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back there. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
2nd down, Peterman. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Folk out there now to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The give is to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little Dalen. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he cuts it back. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Right side caught by Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? Right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Play action. Now Peterman. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's second down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Set. Watching that. Gun.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a first down and 5 for the offense.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at. Here we go now. Blue landed.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They run the counter now on first down. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go.
Set. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
The play clock's running down. Now it's Peterman. And that'll be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down following the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Play action. It's Peterman. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Here's Peterman to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Second down, Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jason Witten. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Dak fighting his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together. And then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They go play action with Peterman. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities. But always making sure no one's holding.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the shotgun, Peterman. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Peterman on second down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and long. It's Peterman. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Peterman to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. After the penalty, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go now. Blue line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Leopard. Hurry up high now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Rush. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun. Rush. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go. Come
on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Peterman. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Detroit.
Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Time running out here on the play clock. From the red zone now, here's Peterman on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
It's in the air. You're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Now Davis. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But that was a running back right there that absolutely wanted it, but I also think that he was very smart about it. To me, he had a plan B. Strung it out, got to the sideline. How about the dive to pick up the first down?
So now it's 1st and goal.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Folk out. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And on 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. from the gun. Rush. And this is going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. Gets past one man. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28 yards. Return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the gun, it's Peterman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47th. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
A give to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watching that body. Let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on 1st down. Rush. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Rush. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watching that body.
Off the bootleg. Rush. They'll roll him out right. He can run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Forced out and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sean Lee in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. In motion right comes Jackson. On second down, here's Peterman. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Avery Williamson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Peterman to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
And the wideout in motion. Here we go, Peterman on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The gun, Peterman. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Peterman. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Peterman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A give to Elliott running left. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. This is Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 3rd down, Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd and 10 now, Peterman. He finds an opening past the 40. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Here's Peterman. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Williams forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Let's go.
2nd down, Peterman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Play action. Now Peterman. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Second and 10. Peterman again. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 15. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the home team here, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.